A thick fog enveloped the entire town, accompanied by eerie sounds that occasionally pierced the silence. At first, people dismissed it as an ordinary fog, until a wounded man suddenly burst into the supermarket and screamed that something terrifying lurked within the mist. Then, giant tentacles and unknown creatures emerged inside. The supermarket's glass shattered, and multiple people were tragically killed. It was only then that people realized the extremely dangerous monsters lurking in the mist. Those who survived could only huddle inside the supermarket. As the monsters invaded, people witnessed spider-like creatures corroding human bodies with acid, tentacle monsters devouring humans, and giant mantis-like creatures soaring through the air to attack survivors. Under this fear-driven dominance, the survivors were divided into two factions. The rationalist group, led by the protagonist David, who advocated for finding escape opportunities through scientific methods, as well as the religious sect led by Lady Carmody, which preached the doctrine of the Last Judgment and incited followers to sacrifice live humans to appease the wrath of the gods. At this moment, a woman with short hair suddenly asked to go out because her two sons were still trapped at home. However, it was too dangerous for her to go alone, and she hoped someone could accompany her. But after just surviving a monster attack, who among the group dared to go out? Gazing at the indifferent crowd, she could only curse them in anger, then walked alone into the mist. Later, in an effort to save people, David led a team on a risky mission to retrieve medicine from the adjacent pharmacy. Along the way, they encountered a giant spider, and one team member was tragically killed after being ensnared in its web. Just as they were despairing, a trapped soldier revealed that the military had conducted a dimensional experiment called the Arrowhead Project, which might have accidentally opened an extra-dimensional passage to the monster world. Due to the previous failure of David's team, multiple lives had been lost. Carmody seized the opportunity to promote his doctrine of divine punishment, inciting believers to sacrifice a soldier to the monster. By this time, the supermarket had degenerated into a gladiatorial arena of power struggles. David realized the supermarket could no longer shelter them, so he began secretly planning an escape with Oliver and 4 others. However, Comody's followers sensed the disturbance and attempted to sacrifice them. At the critical moment, Oliver shot and killed Comody. During the breakout, the 3 were attacked by monsters, leaving only 5 who managed to escape. As they fled by car, they witnessed a chilling sight: a mountain-sized, multi-legged beast moving through the mist, with human corpses wrapped in spider silk hanging from the treetops, resembling a living hell on Earth. The car hadn't traveled far before it ran out of fuel, and they knew they couldn't escape. To avoid being tormented by the monsters, the 5 decided to shoot themselves. But just as David, despairing, killed his son and the other 3, the bullets ran out. So he got off the car, intending to let the monster kill him, only to find that emerging from the fog was a military rescue vehicle. There stood the woman who had earlier run out alone to search for her son, with her 2 sons beside her. David stared dumbfounded as the car drove past him, then collapsed to his knees, weeping despairingly.